Good morning and welcome to the second day of the Northwest Baseball Championships. In this matchup, we'll be bringing you from the class of 2023 Idaho in blue versus Washington East in maroon. Thank you for joining us. Jim McCoy along with Jonathan McCreary and Diego Jimenez out on the center field camera today. And early game, we were just out here for an 8 o'clock matchup this morning, and I think we've got all the bugs worked out. Had a little bit of passing rain this morning. I was hoping that maybe it would take a little bit more of the smoke out of our skies, but, suffice it to say it's a little better than yesterday. Very humid this morning, but I think what we're looking at today, the projected high for yesterday was about 102. The smoke kind of has this way of giving us a little bit of cover from the sun, and I think maybe we hit just about 100, and that is what they're forecasting for today. We're just a few moments away from first pitch, and I think what we'll do at this point is we'll take an opportunity to recognize the valuable sponsors that help make our video stream possible. So we'll break away for a moment, and then when we return, we'll get you ready for the start of today's game here on Table Rock Sports. And we're back here at U.S. Cellular Community Park, field number 9. According to the schedule, we're supposed to be just about a moment away from first pitch for today's ball game. Idaho, if we have our information correct, will be the designated visitor. And they will be in royal blue, while Washington East is in maroon. It's kind of nice here on the second day. We begin to become a little bit more familiar with some of the players, being here in Southern Oregon, being local to the area. We have a few guys, just a handful that we're familiar with, but many others that I'm sure you coaches that are watching down along the way, you have a much greater familiarity and a kind of a little bit more of a global perspective on some of the up-and-comers that are working their way through the high school ranks. Over here on Field 9, all the action are the incoming juniors for this year. And then we have over at Harry and David Field, which is kind of maybe the nicest of our fields, for the Medford Rogues do their summer wood bat college league baseball. They've got the incoming seniors in action over there today, and then also we have the class of 2024 over on Field 6 for the benefit of any of you that might be watching the stream right now and will be here locally later. As I mentioned earlier, kind of a muggy day here today. We are not at the coast. It feels kind of coastal with that haze in the air, but unfortunately that's smoke and not the coastal breezes. Taking a look at game time temperature, the mercury already on the rise this morning. Here in Medford, under smoky skies, it is 81 degrees. We've got the sun directly above us. Always wonderful for electronic equipment. But we've got a little bit of cover. You know, that first day you're kind of working all the bugs out and making sure that you've got everything going. And now I think we've got the proper cover needed to get through today's broadcast. Washington East has taken the field. Starting pitcher for this matchup is Spencer Green. Green, 6'3", 180-pound right-hander from Richland, Washington. Over at first base, and we'll try to get some of those defensive lineups for you. Broden Palmer at first base. Maxton Martin playing second. Over at shortstop, Grant Chapman. Playing third base to start the ball game will be Castle Keaton. Out in left field, number 21, Tyson Schertenlieb. Center fielder, wearing number 27, is Keegan Edler, the lefty thrower out there. By the way, today's National Left-Handers Day, and speaking as a lefty, it's kind of nice to have our own day. Tommy Molesky is out playing in right field. That's the lineup for you defensively. The first three up in the order, we've got Vince Carangella. Vince wearing number 2. Green getting set to go, rubbing up the baseball. Carangella. Okay, we stand corrected here now. Carangella. Got to make sure you got to get the, you know, folks will forgive a lot of things, but you want to make sure you get the name right. Green comes to the plate. Ball's in the air to right field. Molesky there to haul it in. And just like that, one up, one down. Top of one, we're just getting this affair going here. Idaho versus Washington East. We got to see Idaho first matchup of the day yesterday. That pitch in the dirt. And we have the catcher, Mateo Blaine from Bishop Kelly. Comes to the plate. That pitch called the ball. Green winds and fires. Still trailing in the count early. Green with the delivery. And Blaine will take the stroll down to first base. So runner on with one out in the first. Yes, sir. Hitting third, playing center field is Carter Walsh. He'll foul that one off. Runner at first, Mateo Blaine, exchanging pleasantries with the Washington East first baseman. Walsh, outfielder and right-handed pitcher from Timberline, Idaho. Walsh showing patience. He'll play center for the first 3 innings of the game. He'll swing and foul that one back. As you can see here, down at first. Nominal lead for Blaine. Green comes to the plate. Bouncing ball to third. That throw is high. And Blaine will go to third. Unofficially, we'll call that one an error on the third baseman. Hey, it happens. Playing over there is Castle Keaton. And that'll bring up Hayden Chambers. Pitches the ball to start him out. Chambers, 5'11", 175 out of Eagle, Idaho. Green behind the hitter with runners at the corners. Chambers wearing number 33. Runner goes, dives into second, and with that, the runner comes home. And Walsh moves up to third. So Idaho gets on the board first in this one. We had Walsh attempting the steal, and once he took off and the throw went down, Blaine took off from third. Infield pop-up. 2 down in the inning. Runner at third. And it'll be Cason O'Neill. as you can see. Kaysen, lefty hitter. Plays first, pitches, plays the outfield, 6 foot, 190 out of Kuna, Idaho. Spencer Green working his way through a little bit of trouble here in the first inning. Not necessarily all his undoing. Looks like we lost there our center field camera momentarily, so we'll switch it over. And then there's Green trying to make the play at first base. Run comes home. It's 2-0 ball game. Kaysen O'Neill, now the runner at first. 2 out in the inning. First pitch is a strike. And that is to Andrew Carnes. Playing shortstop. Harris with the offering. Swings and misses. And that will end the Idaho threat in the top of the first. It's 2-0 ball game. And we'll be back with more baseball action for you right here on Table Rock Sports.
Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up with over 200 new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. You'll find the new vehicle you want at the low price you deserve. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Back here at U.S. Cellular Community Park, got fans here along the first baseline. A little interaction this morning. You got a little shout out for Jerry and Sharon Shipley, who are watching down along the way. Glad you are joining us here today, and you got folks down here who want to say hello. Now getting set to pitch for Idaho. Roman Blazer. Now for Washington East, who's going to try to see if they can't level things up. Blazer right on it early. Pitch fouled off by Washington East. Up the hit is Broden Palmer. That's a strike. And we got one down. Next up, Keegan Edler. Got that center field camera going again. That's always nice. Get a nice. Oh, that started cutting out again, so we'll go ahead and take it back over here to camera one. Edler started the game in center. We'll move over to right field. Pitch low. One out in the inning. And he draws the walk. So Edler down to first base with one down. Now up the hit is Jackson May. Now in center field, he'll take on the first pitch. May, 5'9", 150 pounds, out of West Valley. And again, these are all incoming juniors this year. May, swing and a miss. And he's retired. That'll bring up lefty hitter Brody Mills. Mills pitches, plays first base, 6'1", 225 pounds, out of West Valley in Washington. Washington East being coached by Brian Kitamura from Whitman College. Pitch and then a throw over to first base. Blazer, and then the runner will take off. Down to second is Keegan Edler. He'll move into scoring position. Now Palmer with an opportunity to help put his team on the board. There's a strike. Swing and a foul. Mighty cut there. Pops it up out to left. Catch is made, and that will end the Washington East threat. Still a 2-0 ball game. Stick around. We've got more baseball action coming your way on Table Rock Sports.
A new way to achieve the highest level of savings. Peak Rewards. The Peak Rewards app is your roadmap to savings wherever your journey takes you. Simply by using our mobile app, you can shop for a mountain of savings in any of our convenience stores and fuel up for less. Just download the Peak Rewards app, register, find participating stations and stores near you, and start saving. With Peak Rewards, you can travel further for less. So what are you waiting for? Download Peak Rewards today and find a location near you.
Spencer Green on the bump for Washington East. Two nothing ball game. Coming up for Idaho. Jack Barker. Barker from Mountain View in Idaho. We also have one of those here in Oregon in the Bend area. Barker, 5'11", 150 pounds. He'll foul that one off. Leadoff hitter here in the inning. Green winds, fires, and there's a strike. Swing and a miss. And that'll take care of Barker for out number one. Now hitting is Charles Vega. Vega, the catcher, and he'll take over in the fifth inning behind the dish. Vega there on the take. He's from Capital, Idaho, and a switch hitter. Vega showing patience at the plate. And he takes one for the team there. Hit by the pitch. And Vega will take the little stroll on down to first base. So a runner on now for Idaho, who lead in the ball game 2-0. Now up, Jack Ryan. Ryan, grounder to first, go to second, back to first. Ball is overthrown. Ryan, the runner at first, and it looks like they're unable to record the out at second, so now you have runners at first and third. Didn't get a look there. He may have been off the bag. Yeah, they get a double play there on that one. So a nice quick heads-up play, and that will end the inning. So Idaho threatens, but they're unable to make anything happen, and it remains a 2-0 ball game. We'll take a moment to recognize our sponsors, and then we'll return with more baseball action here on TableRockSports.net.
Believes everyone deserves 5G. That's why we've included 5G on all plans, no extra charge, whether you're working or playing. All U.S. Cellular plans include 5G, no extra charge. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. U.S. Cellular.
Get the latest 5G phones for free today at Siskiyou Cellular, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular with 7 Valley locations. Visit souscellular.com for details.
All right. Roman Blazer continues on the hill, today's starting pitcher. We'll see Carter Walsh a little bit later in the matchup. Bruce Schurman, the hitter for Washington East. He'll look at that first pitch. Leadoff hitter here. Bottom 2. We'll chop her back to the mound. Throws over to first. There to record the out is Cason O'Neill. 1 away. First pitch strike. To Grant Chapman. He'll get nicked and head on down to first. So runner on first with 1 out. And Tyson Schurtenlieb, the hitter. Runner takes off. And scampering down to second. We have a runner in scoring position for Washington East. Nice work out there in right field for Idaho. Jack Ryan making the play. We've seen some nice work from him defensively over the couple of days that we've been here. So Chapman remains at second base here with 2 out. Got Castle Keaton up at the plate. Playing third base. We also see a little bit of action in left field in this game. Blazer gets that one over. That's fouled out of play. 2 strikes now with 2 out. The hitter Castle with Tommy Molesky on deck. And the hitter, he's punched out. And that will end the Washington East threat. Still a 2-0 ball game. Stick around. We've got more baseball action coming your way in just 30 seconds.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
Idaho in the royal blue uniforms gets set to come up. Starting pitcher Spencer Green. A full head of curly hair, kind of has the Dustin May look going. For you fans of the Major League game, kind of a similar build. Got that lanky pitcher's build. Up to hit is Elliott Taylor. Taylor takes a wicked cut there. His team leading in the ball game. 2-0. Top of the third by our estimation. 2-0 ball game. Idaho on top. That's a strike from Johnson. Taylor will look at that one. Left-handed hitting corner outfielder. He can play first and he can play third. 6'2", 220 pounds out of Lewiston, Idaho. And he'll look at that one for strike 3. So the leadoff hitter retired. And that will send the starting pitcher, Roman Blazer, to the plate. 6'3", right-handed pitcher from Eagle, Idaho. He'll look at a strike. Let Green throw some pitches there, and now count goes 0-1. Pitchers count 0-2. That pitch fouled off. Blazers staying alive. That pitch goes for a ball. Green remains ahead in the count, 1-2. Count now goes even. One out here in the inning. Green winds, fires. Some contact out to left center field, base hit. So Blazer helping his own cause with the base wrap. Vinny Carangella. We'll see him at shortstop later in the ball game. Hits that bounder wide of third. Line drive snared by the Washington East infielder. Tried to get back to first to get the runner. Tried to catch him off. Unfortunately, errant throw. And so now that will put runner in scoring position for Idaho. So Blazer now at second base. And you got Mateo Blaine. Blazer edging well off of second, but making his way back. That ball gets loose, and then scampering down to third will be Blazer. So Idaho just 90 feet away from a 3-0 lead with Mateo Blaine up at the dish. Pitch called a strike. Green comes again. That pitch gets away. And headed home is Blazer, and that'll be make it a 3-0 ball game for Idaho. So Idaho with a 3-0 lead, but really not a lot of damage done with the bats, just some trouble for Washington East defensively has played some factor in it. Green, that pitch off target. That'll put a runner at first. Carter Walsh. Carter Walsh, the hitter, wearing number 22, the runner down at first. Mateo Blaine. And from what we've seen, this kid can run, so Washington well advised to take note of Mr. Blaine. Walsh, the hitter, we'll see him pitching a little bit later in this ball game. There's a strike. Lane a few steps off the bag. Not necessarily the kind of lead you devote a whole lot of worry to. Bouncing ball to short. Throws over to second. And that will end the inning. But not before Idaho picks up another run. And we'll go to the bottom of the third right after we take this timeout.
Coach, or plan to be a coach. What kind of coach do you want to be? This?
Hey! What is that? Come on, guy! You're killing me!
Or this?
I love it. I love what I see. I don't care about the mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Guys making millions of dollars on Sunday, they make mistakes.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.org.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day, and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens, called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
Blazer remains on the mound for Idaho. Team supporting him with a 3-0 lead. Home half of the third inning. Tommy Molesky started out in right field and kind of working his way around the outfield with opportunities to play at different positions. See a lot of that. Guys kind of moving around, and no doubt for potential college coaches, that gives them a chance to gain a little perspective on what they can do. Before play gets underway, Washington East Coast Brian Kitamura from Whitman College. A little discussion with the home plate umpire. Molesky getting ready to come up and hit. Throws left-handed. Is a switch hitter. Plays outfield, and he can pitch. And also play first base out of West Valley, Washington. Brody Mills, one of his teammates on this Washington East team, is also a classmate of his at West Valley. As a matter of fact, it looks like we got 3 representatives from that school out here, along with Jackson May. Not real sure what this conversation is all about, but it has held up play for a little bit. Go to the bottom of the third. This matchup about 45 minutes old. Leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the third. Ground ball to short. And Molesky ends up legging out an infield hit. So a runner on to lead off the inning. And up to try to see if he can advance them is Jace Vopolinski, top of the order. Vopolinski, middle infielder. He's played some second, played some short today. Jace from Richland, Washington. 6 foot, 175 on the specs. A little bit of a lead there for Molesky. Now he'll take off and run. And the throw is late, and he is safe. Molesky with the swipe. Crime does pay. Steal of second. And an opportunity now for Washington East to try to get on the board, trailing in the ball game, 3-0. Runner takes off. And now Molesky with a steal of third. Nobody out in the inning, by the way, so a little bit of contact, one way or the other, would do some good here. Swing and a miss. And Vopolinski is retired. 1 out in the inning. That'll bring up Cooper Jones, opening at catcher for today. Later in the game, he'll give way to Reese Schurman. Yeah, pitch called the ball. Comes to the plate, and Jones now ahead in the count. Cooper Jones, 6'1", 193 out of Richland. Bouncing ball to third, throw across the infield in time for out number 2. But that'll bring home Molesky. Washington East now on the board here in the bottom of the third. Maxton Martin. With 2 out here, going to try to see if he can't keep things going. Martin. Patience at the plate. Laser getting tested here in this inning of work. And the hitter, Martin, draws the walk. So now we have a runner at first with 2 out. Broden Palmer, the hitter. First pitch off target. Palmer from Southbridge, Washington, 6'5", 210 pounds. Makes a nice big target at first base. Advantage to the hitter, Palmer. Runner takes off. Ground ball behind second. And the runner is out. That will finish the Washington East threat in the bottom of the third. We'll take it to the fourth. It is now a 3-1 ball game in favor of Idaho. And we'll be back in 30 seconds. Spencer Green continues to work on the mound for Washington East. Starting pitcher for this morning's ball game against Idaho. Idaho with Hayden Chambers stepping in. He'll look at the first pitch. Green winds, fires. Count 2-1. Green comes to the plate and gets Chambers to foul this one off. Swing and a miss. Green gets the punch out. Now they're one out in the inning. Yeah, as he takes care of Chambers. Cason O'Neill up next for Idaho. And he'll drill this one to center field, base hit. So O'Neill now on with one out. Andrew Carnes from Coeur d'Alene is up next. 4-point student. O'Neill threatening to run. Andrew Carnes will take on that pitch. Comes to the plate. Bouncing ball to second base. Feed to the shortstop. Didn't think he had a play there, so he'll hold on to it. But they do get the lead runner, O'Neill, as Carnes gets on with the fielder's choice. 2 out in the inning. Runner on first. Runner goes. And he'll get there uncontested as the pitch gets away from the catcher. So runner in scoring position for Idaho here. And up at the plate, Jack Barker. Leans out of that one. Barker out of Mountain View, Idaho, 5'11", 150 pounds. A little discussion going on between pitcher and catcher. And again, coming up in this game, we expect that Carter Walsh will be coming in relief of Blazer here in the ball game. Swing and a miss. Runner down at second. Runner goes. And that will end the inning. So Spencer Green gets out of this one. Remains a 3-1 ball game. We'll be back with the bottom of the fourth here right after this quick timeout.
Dad in the stands yelling at his kid, trying to coach him from the bleachers, and the embarrassment on the kid's face. It looked like he was about to cry while playing the game.
I think it's very embarrassing for a student athlete to see their parents being escorted out of the gym or off the playing field.
I'd be surprised if that kid comes back to the game.
And you risk a child enjoying the game, that you rob them of the fun. You have made a bad choice.
The days grow long, and the last school bell rings, calling you to pack a bag, grab the kids, and hit the road to that fabled land of green, where adventure drifts with you on the water and carries you through the trees. So let curiosity get the best of you and take the trail less traveled to Southern Oregon. Your journey begins when you travel Medford.
Bottom four, Roman Blazer remains in the ball game on the mound. Had a pretty effective performance in his team with a 3-1 lead. Keegan Edler, the leadoff hitter in the inning. Edler out of East Valley, student with a 3.5 GPA and uses some of those smarts to work a walk here to lead off the inning. So he'll make his way down to first. Now outfielder Jackson May comes up to hit. Wearing number 24 out of West Valley. That pitch off target. Yeah, and he is off right now. Still having a little bit of technical trouble with camera 2, or center field camera this morning. Runner at first. May fouls it off. Continues to stay alive. I think some of it's our bandwidth right now. It's a little bit on the low side at the moment. May the hitter. Edler the runner. Comes to the plate, bouncing ball to short. And they pick up the double play. That's helping out your pitcher. Now with 2 out. Broden Palmer. Actually, that's Brody Mills. And he hits a bounding ball to center field, base hit. Runner on with 2 down. Reese Shurman from Mount Spokane. Blazer. That pitch looking low from here. Ball 1. Bouncing ball out behind second base. Throw it to first is in time. And that will end the inning. It's a 3-1 ball game with Idaho on top. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout and then be back with more baseball action here on TableRockSports.net.
Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up with over 200 new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep Dodge, and of course, Ram Trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. You'll find the new vehicle you want at the low price you deserve. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Pitching change for Washington East. Jacob Courtney. Courtney, 5'10", 155 from College Place, Washington. 4-point student. Comes on in relief of Green. Here as we go to the top of the second. Courtney, at least for us, this will be our first look at him in this tournament. Washington East in the maroon uniforms. Idaho in the royal blue, and coming up to hit is Jack Barker from Mountain View. First pitch is low, ball 1. Barker with patience at the plate. Now ahead in the count. He'll look at a strike there from Courtney. Good rip there for Barker, but nice play out there in center field for Washington East. 1 down in the inning. And that will bring up Carter Walsh. Strike from Courtney to start him out. And he'll hit a fly ball out to left field. Actually, that wasn't Walsh. That was Charles Vega hitting. It's that high fly ball out to left. 2 down in the inning for relief pitcher Jacob Courtney. Now at the hit, Jack Ryan. Ryan, 5'10", 155 from Owyhee. Courtney comes to the plate. Pitch called the ball. Swing and a miss. Courtney gets him reaching. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Courtney gets his team out of the inning. Now we'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Idaho 3, Washington East 1.
Way to achieve the highest level of savings. Peak Rewards. The Peak Rewards app is your roadmap to savings wherever your journey takes you. Simply by using our mobile app, you can shop for a mountain of savings in any of our convenience stores and fuel up for less. Just download the Peak Rewards app, register, find participating stations and stores near you, and start saving. With Peak Rewards, you can travel further for less. So what are you waiting for? Download Peak Rewards today and find a location near you.
Back at U.S. Cellular Community Park, Field 9, with some of our bandwidth challenges this morning. We'll check in just when I think we have things squared away with our center field camera, and we find out they don't. 3-1 ball game. Roman Blazer continues to pitch for Idaho. Again, our expectation is that we will see Walsh before this game is out. Leadoff hitter in the inning, Grant Chapman. Infielder. Pitch called the strike. Blazer continuing to hit his marks here in this ball game as now we're into the 5th inning. Chapman will look at that one, however. Foul ball down the right field line. Hitter stays alive. And Chapman gets on the hard way. Looks like he kind of took that one in the shoulder. Doesn't appear too much worse for wear, and so now he'll go down to first base with one down. Now we'll see Tyson Schurtenlieb. Runner will take off. Dives into second. Into the scoring position he goes. So Washington East with a chance to threaten here in the bottom of the fifth. Blazer comes to the plate. His coach going to come out and have a word with him. Blazer will remain in the game. Runner at second. Idaho up by 2. Schurtenlieb. Swing and a miss. Blazer checking the runner at second. Schurtenlieb out of Brewster, Washington. He'll look at that pitch. Fouls that one off. Runner at second and nobody out. And that will find a seam, and now we have runners at first and third. So Schurtenlieb just put that one over the infield. Drops it in for a base hit. So the tying run is aboard. And looks like we're going to have a changing of the guard out on the mound. Chapman scheduled to come in relief. Take that back, Carter Walsh. Walsh, 5'9", 155 out of Timberline. In addition to playing the outfield, we'll get a chance to see what he can do on the mound. Washington East trailing by 2 in the ball game, and they have 2 runners on now. And the go-ahead run at the plate. So Walsh going through his warm-ups. Seen some pretty good arms on this Idaho team. Blazer with 5+ innings of work. He comes out of the ball game. Yesterday for Idaho, here on Table Rock, we had a chance to take a look at Orlowski, De Leon, Hines, and Robinson. As they took their opening victory. So first and third, nobody out. Bottom of the fifth. That pitch fouled off. Strike one. Hitter up is Castle Keaton. Foul down the first base line. Throw over to first, keeping the runner honest. Walsh comes to the plate. Pitch goes for a ball. That one low. Contact. Ball hit to left field. Tagging up is the lead runner. And now it's a one-run ball game. Sacrifice fly. Tying run at first. Mollusky. We've seen him wave a pretty good stick in this tournament so far. And he has an opportunity here to tie this one up. Ball's in the air. Pop up. Retrieved by Carangella. 2 out in the inning. And that'll bring up Jace Vobolinski. Middle infielder. Throws over to first. No contact. Out to short. Carangella dives for it. We can't make the play, so we'll have 2 runners on with 2 out. So now we've got potential go-ahead run. Cooper Jones, the hitter, with his team trailing by 1 here in the bottom of the fifth. Swing and a miss. Took a mighty cut there. Comes up empty. Walsh, that pitch a little low. Tried to get Jones fishing. A pitch low, the runners take off. And the runner is thrown out at third. So good heads-up play by the Idaho defense, and that will erase Washington East in the bottom of the fifth. Idaho still leading in this one, 3-2. We'll be back after this timeout.
Believes everyone deserves 5G. That's why we've included 5G on all plans, no extra charge, whether you're working or playing. All U.S. Cellular plans include 5G, no extra charge. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. U.S. Cellular.
Get the latest 5G phones for free today at Siskiyou Cellular, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular with 7 Valley locations. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Top of the sixth. Idaho, their lead now at 1. Fly ball out to center field. One out in the inning. That off the bat of Joe DeCour. One down. No contact out to left field and gets it over the left fielder's head. And rumbling into second base, that's Elliott Taylor. Taylor with good contact there, and now we have a runner at second with one gone. Roman Blazer will hit. Starting pitcher in today's game. Starts out with a strike. Count goes 0-1. Jacob Courtney, relief pitcher for Washington East. Try to keep his team close. That pitch high. Blazer ahead in the count, 2-1. Bounder wide of third. Foul ball. Evens up the count by our unofficial estimation. Swing and a miss. Courtney records the K. 2 gone in the inning, as Idaho looks to try to extend their 3-2 lead. Vincent Carangella at pitch low. Vinny gets ahead in the count here, 1-0. He's got a runner at second. RBI opportunity here. He'll look at that pitch and he'll go up in the count, 2-0. Hitters count now at 3-0. Will he have the green light, or will he be taking all the way on this one? Let's see. Carangelo looks at another pitch, and he'll take a walk. So now we have runners at first and second and 2 out. Idaho leading in this ball game 3-2. We have Mateo Blaine. Blaine, 6'1", 165 out of Bishop Kelly. Courtney gets a quick visit from his battery mate. Courtney comes to the plate. Now behind in the count at 1-0. Count evens up now at 1-1. Carangella, runner at first. Nonetheless, we end up with a strikeout here, so Courtney gets out of the jam. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Washington East getting a chance to catch up.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
Welcome back to U.S. Cellular Community Park in Medford. We're at field number 9. That is where the class of 2023, this year's junior class, getting an opportunity to show potential college coaches what they can do. Right now, it's Idaho, the team in royal blue. Here at the bottom of the 6th, they own a 3-2 lead. Blazer started for Idaho. Kept Washington East in pretty good check for about 5 innings. Washington East trying to claw their way back into this ball game, and now they're down by just 1. Washington East with an opportunity here. Cooper Jones, the hitter. Jones being patient with the pitcher Walsh. Strike called there. Walsh comes to the plate. And we have a base hit to left field. Cooper Jones, the leadoff hitter in the inning, gets on. And that'll bring up Maxton Martin from Southridge, Washington. Walsh opens up with a strike. Little breeze here blowing from the east as we make our way through the second game of the day. Swing and a miss for Martin. No excuse me swing there. Walsh comes to the plate. Catcher does a good job of keeping it in front of him. Keep Jones from advancing. Pitch, swing and a miss. And Martin is retired. One down in the inning. And that'll bring up Broden Palmer. Courtney gets out ahead early. Count goes 0-1. The aroma of the game. You can smell, it looks like get lunchtime coming on, and looks like they've got burgers on the grill. Throw down to first. Jones gets back. Pitch off target. Tying run at first base. Palmer the hitter. Ball hit out to right field. A little bit of trouble for the right fielder there. Jones is going to come around. No, he's going to go ahead and hold up at third base. So Palmer going the opposite way. now he represents the go-ahead run at second. Let's see, Palmer at second. Now Jones at third. Hitter now is Tyson Schurtenlieb. He'll foul this one off. Coming up to the plate now, Jackson May. May looks at a strike. Runners on second and third. Washington East in the maroon uniforms, trailing in the ball game 3-2. We got a 2-strike count. Walsh with a yeoman's effort here in relief. Showing poise under pressure. That pitch fouled out of play by Jackson May. May will be a junior this year at West Valley, Washington, and one of more than a handful of 4-point students on this team. The guys winners on the diamond and winners in the classroom as well. Walsh. Out of the stretch, that pitch high. Contact, bouncing ball down to third. And the runner is out, so Walsh gets out of the jam. Remains a 3-2 ball game. And we'll be back in 30 seconds.
Coach, or plan to be a coach. What kind of coach do you want to be? This?
Hey! What is that? Come on, Kaya! You're killing me!
Or this?
I love it. I love what I see. I don't care about the mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Guys making millions of dollars on Sunday, they make mistakes.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.org.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day, and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens, called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
Hayden Chambers, corner infielder for Idaho. One down here in the inning. Courtney in relief of Spencer Green. Solid outing here. Seen some good pitching in this game. Strike called. Three to two, top of the seventh. This is the second of a slate of 5 games on the schedule here, featuring the class of 2023. For those that are so inclined, we've got another game coming up here that will be streaming at 1 o'clock, featuring Utah versus Tri-State. Then at 3:30 here on Field 9, it'll be Washington Northwest versus Washington Metro East. Then at 6 o'clock tonight, Oregon Metro versus Idaho. Elliott Taylor, the hitter. Strike called. Bouncing ball. Game effort there from the Washington infield, but good hustle there, and Cason O'Neill legs it out for an infield hit. Andrew Carnes, right-handed hitter, now up. First pitch is a strike. Swing and a miss. Strike two. O'Neill, the runner, with good speed down at first base. Edging away from the bag. And a strike is the call. So 2 down, and they actually make that 3 down. Now we go to the bottom of the 7th. One more chance for Washington East. Stick around. We'll have that for you coming up in 30 seconds. Welcome back to U.S. Cellular Community Park Field number 9. One more chance for Washington East here in the bottom of the 7th as they trail in this ball game by a score of 3-2. Walsh on the mound in relief of Blazer. Fly ball out to right field. Mateo Blaine, we've seen him at catcher, and he shows us a nice display of fielding out in right field. One down in the inning. So Washington East down to their last 2 outs. Strike the call. And a nice fly ball catch out in center field. Jack Ryan making the play, and he's had a couple of web gems in this tournament. So 2 out now. Bouncing ball to second base, throw across, and that will end the ball game. Your final score, Idaho 3, Washington East 2. That'll go ahead and wrap up our coverage of this contest. Jim McCoy for Jonathan McCrary and Diego Jimenez. Thank you for joining us. Stick around. We've got more baseball action coming up just a little bit later on Table Rock Sports.